I call that chemistry thing a socially acceptable form of insanity.
The concept of soulmates has been hotly debated over the years. Psychologists, social scientists, thought leaders, everybody's got something to say about it. So in your opinions, what is a soulmate?
I think we all love a romantic notion that there's this one person out there just waiting for you, longing for you, attracting to you. I think many people can be your soulmate, but the quest is lovely. I think what we're really talking about is a synchrony, a resonance, something that allows us to realize that our honesty, safety, trust, respect, reliability is all there, and it's all in a piece, and we're in harmony. And that resonance, I think, is what we call soulmates.
I also think that we call our soulmate someone who really feels connected in an emotional level. I know that when we're compatible with someone on an emotional level, on an intellectual level, spiritual level, physical level, sexual level, really resonates, as you say, in a way that we call them soulmates. It's really someone who can create trust for us and we feel safe with them.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think a soulmate is somebody you're emotionally and physically safe with, but first and foremost, it's somebody that you can completely be yourself with, somebody with whom you share unconditional love, and when you look into their eyes, you have the experience of being home.
Oh, I love that.
Oh,
I love
so
that.
true. You know, I think I've had an evolution over the years of what I felt a soulmate is. When I was growing up, I always thought I would have this click. I think even when I went out on dates, I was sort of waiting for like a pen to click or something, like, is the click there? And I realized over the years that the issue for me was sometimes it was a soulmate in my mind, and sometimes it felt like it was a soulmate here in my heart, like, oh, this person is really right here. And it wasn't until I was able to align both my heart and my mind that I really understood that this is a soulmate, right? Where my heart and my mind is aligned, and as you're all saying, it's someone who really sees you and you see them. They make you more of who you are.
Yeah, you become a better version of yourself.
You really do become a better version of yourself.
And sometimes you have to work into it too. You know, people don't actually have that experience all the time. They say, oh, across the room, there's my person. You know, sometimes it's just that wonderful growth, that ever-evolving connection that you have that gives you that sense of home and safety. And there's that one person in the whole world that has your back, knows who you are, is there for you.
Actually, some people take the first physical kind of a chemistry as if that's their soulmate. They get really connected for the first few weeks and they jump in and say, I found my soulmate. That's just chemistry. And as you said, the soulmate needs time for them to get to connect to you. And that time is needed to get to know someone if they're really compatible.
I call that chemistry thing a socially acceptable form of insanity. Because it's just dopamine and all those other great brain chemistry, but it has nothing to do with a real soulmate relationship. Because for that, you need a little chemistry, but you need the connection, the compatibility, the communication, and then the most important part, the shared vision for a future. Because if you just have chemistry and you don't have that shared vision, you're going to be miserable.
And this is something that can come over time. I think, you know, I thought when I see my soulmate, I will know. Sort of this love at first sight, it has to be this romantic notion. How could I not know right away that this is not my person forever? But I feel like you can evolve with someone and you can grow into that. And one day you can open your eyes and your heart and be like, yes, this is my soulmate, or maybe it wasn't that way before.
You know, I'm so glad you brought that up because so many women think, oh, I'm going to open the door and I'll know in 3 seconds he's the one. And the truth is, for most women, they don't even start to feel the chemistry till the 5th date. But they're throwing away these great guys. Oh, we just didn't have any chemistry. Well, of course not. You don't know the guy. For you, the chemistry's happening up here. For him, it's visual and it has to be immediate. But for women, it's different, and they're living in this really sad fantasy of, oh, it's got to be instant.
Oh, Ariel, I don't have time for that. I need to know by the third date. I need to go on another date if this one isn't it, right?
Also, there's an aspect of getting to know ourselves because we don't know our own needs. We don't know how we were supposed to be compatible with someone. It's important to know who I am, what my thoughts, feelings, behaviors, needs, desires are, so that I can actually assess that that is the person who's going to be my mate.
So the good news from the group is that you're not limited to one soulmate. Chances are you may have many over your life. Some have expiration dates, some are with you forever. So if you're looking for your soulmate and you're thinking, I'm just gonna find him the second he walks through the door, go with your gut, pay attention, listen to the panel, and give it some time before you decide if that one's really the one.